This cabinet has smoky glass doors that close and have a magnet closing. The ones for this particular cabinet, I don't know whatever happened to them, but I do have a piece of smoky glass from some other thing that was thrown away except for the glass. I'm going to take it to a glass cutter place and see if they can cut it so that I can have doors on the top too. I've already had 2 anxiety attacks this morning, and I'm feeling sick now. And my whole body feels cold all of a sudden. Then I feel nauseous. Then I feel hot. Then I feel cold. Then I feel sick. This is not good. I have a list of chores that I would like to accomplish today. One deals with the refrigerator door because it's wobbly. The handle's wobbly. Got a couple things to make more white chili. Go to a glass place. And maybe a hardware store. I'm feeling really bad. This is not good. I'm just going to be crying all day. I know I will. Because it just feels so awful. The sun is out, and it's a fairly decent temperature out there. Maybe I should just get going. That's the smoky glass that I need cut into a couple different pieces. That's a glass top for a table that I'm not going to use. This here. It's right here. Guess who had a panic attack at the glass store? Yeah, me. I had to sit and hyperventilate, and the guy probably thought there was something terribly wrong with me. Since it was tempered glass, they couldn't guarantee any kind of cut on it would shatter. So I just gave it to him and said, if you guys can use it, that's fine. And I gave him the tabletop too. I'll just go without little doors on there. Now I'm going into a Salvation Army store to see if they have a piece of furniture that could fill in for what I'm trying to make for the keyboard. Been wanting to redo the stand to which my electric organ piano sits on. It sits on this metal X stand right now, and my legs get in the way, so I was thinking of making like a little table thing, and if I could get something close enough from a thrift store that I could just redo it. Second thrift store. I went to the Salvation Army, and then I went to St. Vincent de Paul just now, and I had a panic attack in there. People must think there's something, that I must be some really weirdo. Oh, it's a cool breeze. I feel so good. I feel so crappy. Oh, I'm tired of this. I got back in the corner where the lumber was, and I had another anxiety attack. All I want to do is lie down. When I get home, I'll tell you what I think is behind all of this. Not a very good day. I was getting things out of the back of the car, and I went to shut the door, and it hit me right in the head really hard. I've had like five different panic thingies today in the scope of 3 hours. It's 3 hours later. Apparently I put ice on my head where I hit it, and I lay down, and I guess I passed out. And now I'm up, and I'm going to the store to get Monterey Jack cheese for the chili, which I wasn't able to get at the last place. I do need a winterizing kit for the patio door while it's still warm weather outside, because it really does help in the winter when the cold winds blow. I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't. I can surmise that. I'll do a separate vlog about these attacks and CPTSD, which I think is what's causing it. So I'm going to the store, and I have a coupon for Ben & Jerry's ice cream. So the cat and I are going to have that tonight, providing they have the flavor that we like. And Monterey Jack cheese. Today is not, I mean, it's a beautiful day, but for me it has not been a very good day. Today has been a crappy day. When you wake up knowing that you're going to have these panic attacks, and it's kind of partially physical, partially emotional. I think it's mostly emotional. And I can talk more about that on a different vlog. But it's feeling of hopelessness with me. Abandonment and hopelessness is what triggers my panic attacks. So I went back to another big box hardware store, and they did not have the winterizing kit for the patio door. I like to put the plastic on the outside. It keeps frost from forming on the inside. And if you put the plastic on the inside, it might keep it a little warmer still, but you'll have ice on and water will come in, seep in more. When you have the plastic on the outside, it doesn't do that. They didn't have it. Then I looked at a bunch of lumber while I was there. There's an idea I have to make a stand that goes under the keyboard, because what it sits on now is fine, but it's a metal thing that can fold up, but still this X part's in the way of my legs. So I thought about making some kind of a little stand, or even possibly going in second-hand stores and looking for a piece of furniture that I can redo to make it into this little stand. Well, I do have some table legs and stuff downstairs that will work, I think. If I plan and design it right, it should work fine. That's for someday coming up. I still have to make another platform for the recliner chair, one that's the chair. This platform is just barely big enough for the parts of the chair to sit on. I need to make it so that it won't slide around. And they didn't have any Monterey Jack cheese at the grocery store that was shredded up. So I ended up buying a block of Monterey Jack cheese and coming home and using my potato peeler and slicing it real thin with the potato peeler and putting that in the chicken chili. And the cat and I had some for supper. I was going to get some Ben & Jerry's ice cream while I was at the Shop and Save, because I have a coupon to buy 2 pints and you get so many dollars off. One thing, they were marked down to $4.09 a pint, which is way too expensive in my opinion, even though it's good ice cream. They did not have any strawberry cheesecake. So today's been a pretty much of a washout, except for being able to get the cheese for the chili. It's been a washout. I've had terrible time physically and emotionally. I ended up giving away that glass. And people are going, why did you give it away? Well, if it broke here, then I'd have to worry about how am I going to throw it away? And will they take it in the trash? And I'm not going to use it. And the guy said you can't cut tempered glass because it'll shatter. So I'll just have to hope I run across those 2 doors that I have. I know they're in this house somewhere. Probably in the basement somewhere, and I dread going in the basement. Spider webs and bugs and just old stuff and water damage. I just don't want to go in the basement. I'm tired. Now I know what all those old people, I know how they feel when they were saying they're just tired. They're tired of living. Yeah, I've got some problems. I'll try to get some information together and talk about my main core problem, which is how I was raised. Or not raised. But yeah, I better let you go. Been talking too long here. Feel well. Upward and onward.